Ended up pretty good. Ended up with a sixth, which how my day was going, that's wasn't too bad. But proud of the effort to make it happen when it counted, and just kind of struggled with the track, to be honest. I don't know why. Just typically a track that I would be good on with big whoops, and but yeah, struggled all day and ended up pulling through with a decent result in the main. So it's all good.
Do you think are you affected at all by altitude, or is that not?
No, I mean, when you first start riding, especially when you're trying to throw some heaters down in practice, you feel like you get more winded than normal. But overall, the main wasn't really any different to me than at sea level. But I have had years where I have been affected, and years where I don't really feel it at all.
Weekend turned out actually pretty good. Frustrating day in practice, had some falls. I think I fell every practice. So by the last practice, I was like, what is going on? I was pretty bummed and frustrated with myself of making these little mistakes and just hitting tough blocks and going down, just little falls. I actually bent my bike up. I went through 2 radiators. I tore my bike up, and I felt bad. I'm like, Rich, my mechanic, I'm like, I owe you a steak dinner, and along with all the other guys for all the work I put you guys through today. But other than that, I went out with a clear head, clear mind in the heat race. Had a good heat race, 4th place, and then the main, I just got off to a good start. One of my, my good starts. That's one of my plus. So got off, I think, 3rd place, and then latched on to the top 2 guys, Marvin and Baggett, and then just clicked off those laps. So Eli got by me towards the end, and then he fell and got by me again. So it kind of made me look dumb, but no, it's all good. That's a tie of my personal best, another 4th. So especially since Daytona, my 4th at Daytona, it's been rough. A lot of up and downs, and then question marks of, can I get back up in the top 5? So to back it up tonight feels good.
Yeah, the weekend was interesting. Track was, I actually felt good, and like there was a part of me that had like a racy feel about it, and got a good start. I probably would have came out 3rd in the heat, and then my start device got stuck down, and it kind of just, I wasn't expecting it when I went off. It like kind of pulled me off the track. So then I think I came back to 6th in the heat, and then another good start. I was in 4th in the main and lost the front. So shoulda, woulda, coulda, I guess. But the feeling's there. Like the feeling's starting to come back. When I crash like that, I just feel like I just don't have that reserve fitness. Like I just feel like after next weekend, I need to do work, and work through the summer, get my ankle back, and that excites me. Like it's nice to feel some pace coming back and the feeling within the track and the bike. So I'm not ready to run away yet.
Oh man, the day was tough. I mean, it started out really rough. The whoops were tough. The dirt was really hard to ride, super rocky and slick, and they had muddy at first in the morning. Just one of those days that's just like, man, can this one be over already? And heat race, I actually led a couple laps of that, which was cool. Felt good. My speed was there. I kind of blew myself up a little bit, trying a little hard, and I think the adrenaline was pumping. I was hitting the whoops pretty good for a couple laps there, and I kind of started to realize, whoa, back it down a notch. And man, once you lose that momentum, once guys start coming from behind, it's kind of tough to get it back again. And then in the main, I got a great start from pretty far outside, pretty bad gate. And I got to thank the whole Smart Top Bullfrog Spas Honda team for that, man. They made the bike so good. We got here in press day, and it's a totally different motorcycle up here at the altitude, and they did a great job of making it really good, and got off to a good start in the main, and rode a good solid pace, and had a 9th, my best of the year. And man, I feel like I should have had a bunch of those this year. I had so many races in that position, and so many 11ths and 12ths this year. It's been crazy, but trying to end the season on a high note, and put in some work in the off season, come back a little bit stronger next year.
Yeah, this is okay. Qualified best I ever was is 4th, which was all right. It was a little off, but not too much, which was good. Heat race, didn't get that great of a start, and got 5th. And then main got an okay start and rode like a sissy in the beginning, and rode better at the end, but it's day late, dollar short. Ended up 5th in that as well. So it was okay. Not great, nothing to write home about. But I'm gonna. Oh my gosh. I'm like can't even remember what we're talking about.
What is there to even say? He summed it up.
What about you? Got any questions for me?
No, that's about it. I think you wrapped it up, dude.
All right.
We'll see you in Vegas.
We'll see you in Vegas, hopefully on the podium.
Yeah, weekend was going really well, obviously. You know, practice was good, qualified third again. Won my heat race, I was feeling really well. Main event start was just total shit. They held the gate super long, I kind of jumped twice, and then by the time the gate dropped, I was a little late. And then got caught up in the first turn with Anderson and stepped off my bike, almost went down. So I was like, me and him were dead last. You know, I had to race through this filthy ass sandy muck in my. I'm like destroyed right now from all the dust and all the stuff that I've inhaled. But I worked my way up to seventh. That's as good as I was able to catch up to from being so far back and having to race through everybody. So it is what it is. Got seventh tonight, and you know I had speed for the podium tonight. It's just the start's the only thing that's holding me back. So I just gotta get my head out of my ass and get some better starts in the main.
Our weekend was podium. You know, that's always good. I'm always thankful for that. But we were second and put myself in a bad position. You know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know, been farther to the front, but I wasn't. I actually felt Jason's front wheel hit my peg or my swing arm. So in the first turn, that was kind of wild. And after that, it was like I said, catch up and just trying to make passes here and there. Whoops were crazy tonight, really edgy. You know, they held up, but they were just gnarly. So. Yeah, and then they made a mistake trying to get by Blake a little bit in a hurry and dumped it over. So at that point, got back to second, but Marv was gone. It was a little too late. So try to catch up and take that W next week in Vegas.
You've had a lot of come from behind rides here. I feel like you've earned Salt Lake's fans over. Like they were going crazy for you.
They are crazy here. I don't know if it's just four corners or what the deal is. Had good races here. So, but it's pretty local, and my hometown's only 5 hours from here, so good local crowd.
Did you enjoy the elevation because you're used to it?
It doesn't bother me at all. You know, like it makes me at home, but I don't know what was up with my starts. Those were a fail, so that was a bummer. But yeah, elevation's good.
Well, so I don't even know where to start. First off, the track was pretty gnarly. Obviously, I'm pretty sure everybody's done said about the whoops and how tough they were. And I know in the first heat race behind Marvin and Baggett, dude, I couldn't see nothing. It's just because there was so much dust going out everywhere. And honestly, I felt kind of bad for the fans because it was so windy. It was just the dirt kept picking up, and I just see fans just kind of like, you know, blinking. But no, I mean, overall, to be honest, I'm more glad just to walk away from this. I went down, I think I might have been 5th or 6th or something in the main event, and then I went down and almost went down a couple other times, and I think I crashed 3 times. So it still ended up 14th. That's because everybody else had a pretty bad race too. So it's one of those races you just want to throw away. They kind of turn around and, you know, go out in Vegas with a banger. So hopefully not a real banger where you're banging up. But no, it is what it is. I ain't mad over it. I ain't stressing. Everybody has a bad race. Clearly, there's a lot of people that didn't have a bad race, especially for me to get 14th. So I know I was riding around, couldn't get my stuff together, but overall, I'm happy to walk away from this. Another day race, and let's get back to the night racing.
What are we doing? How was my weekend? Is that what we're doing? Okay. How was my weekend? It was pretty good. You know, to be able to come out and get a podium in front of all the Rocky Mountain ATV-MC, be able to have the factory here and the warehouse, I consider it a factory. It's like a factory. Warehouse here, and be able to do the tour and have everybody here and, you know, announce that we extended our deal for another 3 years is awesome to get on the podium. A little bit bummed out that I was, you know, got the whole shot and was leading it and made some mistakes and kind of just gave that up, but at the same time, it's you know, 4th last weekend, 3rd this weekend. Just keep working on it and stay up on tune with everybody and see what we got.
Well, it was definitely a good weekend to end it up on the win for sure, but a tough one, you know, to deal with the crowd and the opening ceremony and all that. But you know, that really made me stronger and really wanted to show them that that I'm capable to win. I was able to get good starts today, and heat race win and main event win. Behind, I knew that the speed was fast, but I was able to control and look back and manage the gap. So consistent, and stayed on 2 wheels, and that's what I did. In conditions like that, it's not my favorite when it's dry and slick. But yeah, to get it done today, it's pretty amazing.
Just one question going into Vegas. The points have drastically changed now, so does that change your perspective on it?
Well, I'm really surprised, that still going for the championship. I really thought, Jason would have keep it on 2 wheels and safe and get some points tonight. And he's been consistent all year, but track was really tough, and I guess he went down, and then the flat tire. So that's how crazy Supercross is, and anything can happen. So now we'll see what happens in Vegas, But yeah, definitely a little surprised about the situation.